I'd like to let you know. Okay, yes, thank you, MI. I'd like to let you know that this is a family where we love one another and we always ensure that we have fun while doing business. Okay, so it's exciting to know that you can do business and have fun, meet people, enjoy wonderful relationships in the process. And in this meeting right now, I can see so many of my people, people who I've enjoyed wonderful relationship with over the course of the last few months, last few years. And some of them whose names I've mentioned already, particularly, for example, Dr. Fumi Aino. I can see Mama Bumi Omojoko, a couple of exciting names. Like to just welcome everyone, particularly. And if I've not met you before, this will be a good opportunity for us to meet, and then we have the opportunity to build an exciting story together in Green Mondays. Okay, so once again, you're welcome. My name is Alasha Dekunle. I have a privilege of having studied mathematics in the University of Ilorin, and no wonder why the topic that will come to mind will be the magic in the numbers. So I've seen a lot of numbers in my life. I've seen so many numbers in my life. I've calculated numbers. I've worked equations. I've done all sorts with numbers. Haven't read mathematics from school. And now I like to use my numbers in exciting ways that can ensure that Naira can be behind the numbers. For me, it just was a case of what's the value of numbers that don't have Naira behind it, or dollars. Okay, so and in Green Mondays, it makes it possible for us to put Naira, to put dollars behind the numbers, and be able to earn purchasing power that can do a number of exciting things that we want to do. Okay, so I'd like to welcome every one of us as we go straight into today's conversation. And it's a conversation that I believe every one of us in this business, even if you are not in Green Mondays right now, in this industry, or even if you are not in this industry yet and you are hoping to join us as at large, in your business at large, in your career at large, this is quite important. The conversations we are going to be having. And like I've said earlier, Emma has also introduced us, it is the magic in the numbers, okay? And by reason of introduction today, I know many of us would have heard the saying that we should make our goals smart, okay? That we should set smart goals. And if you look at what the meaning of the term SMART is actually an acronym. So when they say you should set SMART goals, the SMART, S stands for something, M stands for something, A stands for something, R stands for something, and T stands for something. Now, I like to, because I know I have intelligent students in the house today, I like us to quickly do a run through what each element of the SMART stands for in ensuring that we set SMART goals. I don't know if anybody will want to go first to tell us what S stands for. Okay, I'll be looking out on the chat at the chat box to see what S stands for, and I would let us know. Okay, Mr. Adeni Rabamishaye, my able sweet brother and team member, says specific. Okay, thank you. Specific, thank you. Good. Yeah, a number of people have said specific. I like to put it on the chat box so that I'll see what everybody is saying. All right. Okay, good. CM, you're welcome, sir. CM says smart is sweet. That's so funny. All right, specific. Yes, somebody has jumped the gun and already told me that the M there is measurable. Measurable. Bayo Ajadi, thank you very much. I wish it was a physical meeting. I would have given you a gift right now. Thank you. Measurable. Yes, so the M there stands for measurable. And the core of our conversation today is going to revolve around this measurability of the goals. Now, people are buzzing hot in this meeting today. Somebody already says achievable. I've not even asked for A. You have said achievable already. Okay, well, everybody just give me everything. No? Just give me everything. If it's the measurable I want to stand on, but let's just give me everything, okay? Brains plenty for this class. Now so. Okay, so we said specific, achievable, specific, measurable, and achievable. Realistic. Thank you, Dr. Taino. Realistic. And the last, but not the least, the last letter, time bound. Thank you very much, Dr. Fumi, for that. So, SMART goals are goals that should be specific, they should be measurable, they should be achievable, they should be realistic, and they must be time bound. All right. if you really want to achieve exciting things in this business, you need to follow this principle of having your goals smart, and your goals must be specific. Please, one of the things I enjoy a lot about network marketing is that in conventional business, and I do a couple of other businesses, in conventional business, you need to sit down and really clarify for yourself what your goals should be. Okay, so what specifically you want to pick is a question of, I mean, before you get to what specifically you will pick in a particular journey of a business, you need to clarify for yourself what the different aspects of that business is. Yeah. And for example, I just probably put some examples out there. Maybe you sell food stuff, okay, and that's a business, and you want to set a goal for your food stuff business. And we're talking about SMART goals, and we say you should be specific about your business. Now, the food sales business, for example, can be very huge, can be very wide. You can be McDonald's selling burger. I heard that Burger King is in Nigeria now, so me and a couple of friends want to visit the place. Yeah, you can be Burger King selling burger. You can be KFC selling some form of tasty fried chicken. You can be or Kentucky Fried Chicken. You can be those who supply to those who sell the food, to make the food to sell. You can be so many things in the food sales industry. So I can't just wake up in the morning and say, I want to be the biggest food seller in the world. I mean, what does that goal mean? What does it even really mean? I'm not even specific. Food seller, what's food? Food can be many things. I mean, we know people who have built a fortune out of selling one particular food item. I mean, just one, chicken, just making chicken in a particular way, okay? Some people have made huge amount of money in cooking rice in a particular way. There is a restaurant somewhere in Ikeja here. All they have is a particular type of pounded yam. They just pound yam, okay? Original pounded yam, not poundo yam now. They pound the yam. You see them pounding it, okay? They have egusi soup. No, you can't be choosing afang, edika eko. It's egusi soup. Everybody knows it's egusi soup. And they have a particular type of meat. So, and their plate is fixed 1,000 naira, and then a bottle of drink, 100 naira. So once you enter the place, you know you are spending 1,100 naira. You know you are eating pounded yam. There's no amala, there's no rice, there's no this, there's no that. It's only pounded yam. Okay, and you know that with your pounded yam, you are not choosing, do I want afang, white soup, edika eko? No, your pounded yam is egusi soup that you will get with it. And with this egusi soup, you will get beef. Okay, so you know what you are going to get, and that's all they sell, and people keep trooping in on a daily basis. Okay, now that person, for example, can be quite specific about what they want to do. They've been quite specific about what business they want to do and how they want to do business. Okay, and you know, for many of us, our businesses are not quite like that. Okay, for you to be specific, you need to think through a number of things before you now choose, this is specifically what I want to do. Now, in Green Mondays, and particularly in the network marketing industry generally, being specific has been made easy. Okay, because you can now specifically say, for example, in Green Mondays, that I want to be Black Diamond Director. Black Diamond Director has a meaning by reason of our business. Automatically, being a Black Diamond Director automatically has a meaning. You don't need to go around the world to figure out Black Diamond Director. It has a meaning. There's a fixed amount of PV that you need to have as a team for you to be a Black Diamond Director, and it's clear what your benefits are as a Black Diamond Director in this business. So, ladies and gentlemen, you need to be specific, okay? And Green Monday already helps you to be specific. I mean, I can set a goal, for example, before the end of this year, I want to be 4-star. I mean, it's quite specific because 4-star is already calibrated for me, and that makes it easy for me to go for that goal because the business is that calibrated. Okay, so that's a very big plus for network marketing, and particularly for Green Mondays, a very huge plus. Now, where the core of our conversation is today is that your goals need to be measurable. Okay, they need to be measurable. Now, how do you measure things? And this is where the numbers come into play. Measurability has to do with calibration, with graduation, with numbers, okay? How to qualify something in a measurable way for you to be able to know that this is how I can measure it. Okay, so for example, if I say in Green Mondays that I want to be 4-star by December 2021, by 2021 December, I know how many PV I have in my team right now, and I know how many PV I need to make to cover that up, okay? At the end of the month, December, I can evaluate myself and say, are you 3-star? Are you 4-star or not? So clearly, because I'm specific about that goal, I can know, yes, I am 4-star, or no, I am not 4-star. Now, measurability comes into play whereby I can say, okay, this is what I said I was going to do. I was at 30,000 PV and 4-star is 34,000 PV. I wanted to achieve, I'm 64,000 PV. I wanted to achieve 34,000 PV. And this was how I broke it down. I was able to do halfway. So my measurability makes me know that of this goal, I was able to achieve halfway, even though I didn't get all the way through to the goal. Are we together? And it makes me know that, oh, yes, I achieved this goal. I'm 4-star now. And if I even exceeded, my plan worked so well that I exceeded this goal by 10%. So maybe they needed 34,000. I was able to achieve 37,400. I'll know that, oh, I exceeded by 10%. I was able to exceed. So measurability comes into play like that. Now, one of the key beauties of network marketing, and by the way, I like to also introduce us to a book that I think is very, very important. Now, one of the things that we try to ensure that we do in Green Mondays is that we study. And we study to understand the industry, understand the business. So I want to introduce us to this book. It's a 45 seconds presentation by Don Feiler. And somewhere around chapter 2 in this book, it says 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, so those are numbers. 2 times 2 is 4. Where Don Feiler basically encourages us to play with the numbers and play with the numbers to see what the possibilities are for us in the business. And that's what our conversation is going to be about as we build on. Now, in network marketing, one of the biggest things that we are excited about in network marketing, and particular Green Monday, is about the word leverage. Okay, if you have never heard the word leverage before, research it, understand it, Google it, learn from your upline, learn from people that invited you into this meeting. Make sure you understand leverage, because leverage is the secret word of the wealthy. Leverage is the word that makes people wealthy. Okay, the reason why the average person is not wealthy is because if they think of selling food, which is the example that we are using today, for example, they think of selling food, they are thinking of setting up a canteen beside the house and selling food to everybody within the estate. Okay, maybe in your estate you have 1,000 houses. You open up a food sales canteen in your estate and you're selling to 1,000 families. You'll be doing well. You'll be doing well and you'll be feeling excited, but you'll be rich probably, or you'll be okay, but you will not be wealthy. Ladies and gentlemen, wealth in that business comes when you figure out how you can go beyond those 1,000 houses and extend into other estates around, extend into the whole of Lagos, extend into the whole of Nigeria, extend beyond. And once you begin to think that way, you begin to ask yourself the question, I am the one that currently cooks this food, or I'm the one that currently makes these donuts today. Okay, if we're going to, and currently I serve 1,000 families, I can do it on my own. If I want to serve 1 million families, can I do it on my own? No. My kitchen cannot serve 1 million families. I would definitely need a couple of guys in different kitchens working at the same time on my vision, on this project of feeding 1 million families in Nigeria with my particular type of donut. Okay. Now, what will need to happen? I'll need to think of how to employ people. I'll need to first of all systemize what I'm doing to make it duplicable enough for somebody else to be able to learn and do it. And then I'll be able to, once it's systemized and duplicable, I'll now need to teach people. And so many people think that teach is very easy. Listen to me. For those of us who are in Green Mondays, would have learned that teach is one of the most difficult, one of the most important, I beg your pardon, assignments that we have in Green Mondays. And once you can do it, that's the secret. It's the secret for your business to grow. Once you can do it, once you can teach, then you are in the center of leverage. And the truth is, it can be easy if you make it easy, it's not that difficult. But one of the things you need to do is to be persistent and to ensure that you teach until your downlines or your team members get the point. Now, you need to teach how to do your donuts, and then you ensure that the donuts are being done. People have deliverables and all that, and then you begin to serve as family after family, family after family, but family by family, you reach your goal of 1 million families around the country, Nigeria. Now, leverage is a key word, and if you think about the word leverage, you realize that leverage does not make sense if you don't put numbers to it. Yeah, because one of the key things about leverage is scalability, is ability to be able to do what I do for 10 people, be able to scale it up to do it for 1 million people, and create leverage for myself. How do I then do the scalability? So when I talk about 10 and scale to 100, I'm already talking about numbers. Now, MI said something before we started this, before I took up this meeting, and I think it's something that we need to talk about as well. Now, I usually ask people these questions, and I remember the days when we used to have a lot of meetings on Thursdays in our place. And I always ask people this question in those meetings. I say, which one would you rather choose? Having 1 million naira, or let me even make it 10 million naira cash now. I mean, 10 million naira cash now. If you choose that, I can give it to you now. I mean, I can transfer it to account now. And I'm not saying I'll transfer it to, so that you don't come to me and say, where's my 10 million? Okay, so, but I'm saying, imagine this scenario. I can transfer the 10 million naira to you now versus I'm going to give you 1 naira. And I'm giving you, with this 1 naira, a machine that in this machine, anything you put about it, the officer she was about to send her account number. Thank God I put that disclaimer. All right. If you put this 1 naira into this machine, it's going to double within 24 hours. And any money you put in this machine will double within 24 hours. Any amount of money you put in this machine will double after 24 hours. But any money you will put must be a derivative of this 1 naira. Meaning that if you put this 1 naira today, tomorrow you get 2 naira. If you put the 2 naira tomorrow, next tomorrow you get 4 naira. If you put like that every day, it's double. Any other money you put will not double except this 1 naira I'm giving you. And it's spendable. It's not just fake naira, it's spendable 1 naira. Okay? So this 1 naira and this machine versus 10 million naira cash now. And this machine and this 1 naira, I will leave the machine with you for only 30 days. For only 30 days. Okay? So the big question is, which one will you choose? Blue pill or red pill? So right hand or left hand? In my right hand is 10 million naira now, or in my left hand is 1 naira and a machine that will double it every day for the next 30 days. Ladies and gentlemen, your time start now. Okay, I want to begin to see them popping. Which one will you choose? Dr. Diro said I was driving out to park. Yes, Doc, welcome. You're welcome. So which one will you choose? Dr. Diro, I know you know the one to choose. Yeah. Yeah. So let me begin to see the answers popping. Oh yeah, choose. So which one will you choose? I hope you heard me right. 10 million naira now, or 1 naira today, and a machine that will double it for the next 30 days. Dr. Dre said I had 10 million naira now to send to my account. Somebody said 1 naira today. Somebody said 10 million. Iriat, thank you, 10 million. Somebody said 1 naira today. Ajala James Ayodele says 1 naira today. Mommy Feye Gunles just said naira. Both of them are naira. Bosse de Adedeji says 1 naira with machine. They all the people that are choosing 1 naira. Dr. Fumi say 1 naira. Whether na 1 naira, whether na 10 million, maybe you got me. Anyway, okay, I can see that some people are choosing 10 million, some others are choosing 1 naira. And yes, of course, the truth is, whichever one you choose, you are making a gain. Anyway, Dr. Rita comes and says 1 naira plus the machine. Why are you not missing the machine? Because the machine is what does the numbers. Okay, it's what does the magic. All right. So everybody's, I mean, I know that many people have gone through these debates over time and time and again, and you already know that the 1 naira that doubles every day you know what it's going to give you after 1 month. Okay. Dr. Don said the machine is very key. Yes, that machine is very key. Okay, and I'll show us where the machine is in Green Mondays. Okay, now, okay, so thank you very much, everyone that answered. I appreciate all your answers. Very important. Now, the machine and the 1 naira, and I'll explain to you why. Now, if I give you 10 million naira today, and it's just 10 million naira, chances are that you would immediately remember things you wanted to do, shoes you wanted to buy, the car you wanted to buy you don't have, and all that. You spend the money. Okay, you start spending the money, and by in 30 days, you probably will not have that 10 million naira anymore. You probably have maybe 9 million naira if you are conservative enough to have spent only 1 million. Some of us will have like 5 million naira left in 1 month to have already done 5 million already. But the person that has $1, 1 naira, and a machine, puts that 1 naira in the machine. The second day he has 2 naira. On the third day, that 2 naira becomes 4 naira. On the fourth day, that 4 naira becomes 8 naira. On the fifth day, that 8 naira becomes 16 naira. You know, the day I did that calculation, as of the 20th day, he had like some less than 100,000 naira, some miserable naira like that will make you feel, I made a big mistake. On the 20th day, okay? I mean, you can do the calculation off your head. On the 20th day, it felt like, I'm sure I'm not making a mistake. But as you continue, after the 30th day, the 31st day, I think, you'll be having over 1 billion naira in your hand on the 31st day. Meaning that on the 30th day, if we stop it at the 30th day, you would have had over 500 million naira in your hand. So 30 days after, the person who collected 10 million naira will still, what best will still have is 10 million naira. Okay, and the person that chose 1 naira that doubles every day will now have over 500 million naira. Now, beat that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the magic that leverage creates. That machine is the machine that creates the possibility for that money to double, which means that compound interest is the most beautiful thing. Now, why am I bringing all this talk and mathematics and calculation and numbers into the conversation of Green Mondays? I'm not talking about business. I'm not talking about something where we want to make money from. Yes, I'm talking about business. Now, think about it. Many of the times when we start this business and get tired of it and quit along the way, check it very well. Many people who quit in this business either don't know the numbers or don't understand what the possibility of the numbers are. You know, and the numbers in Green Mondays sometimes get scary. Sometimes when you present to somebody who have not learned about the business before, you are quite careful about what the potential numbers are, what the possibilities are with respect to what the business can make available. Now, at some point in this meeting, I like MI, if you're still with me, to pull up the Power of 4 table using the VIP, Power of 4 based on VIP, and just to look at what the possibilities are in numbers. You know, many times when I do a presentation to somebody and I give them the leaflet that shows that Power of 4 table, they say, I tell them what's happening in month 12 or year 12, depending on how quickly you want to achieve it. People tell me 6.6 million. I say, read it properly. He says 6.6 million. I said, madam, read it properly, as in read it properly. And it just shows me most of the time. I think Mr. Ade was there one of these days when I was with someone, and I said she should read what's there. I said 66 million. I said, read it properly. He said 66 million. I said, read it properly. He said 66 million. I said, madam, you're not looking very well. I put light for her. Read it properly. And what it shows me is that is either people are afraid of the numbers that are possible in this business, or people don't even believe it when they know, okay, this is possible. I don't believe it. Okay. And there was a particular day somebody buzzed me and said, man, this Green Mondays, you know, I'm thinking blah, blah, blah. And I said, and the person asked me specifically, it was around 2 a.m. at night, that I wish sure that if I put all my energies in this business, I'll get these numbers. And I said, okay, please, let's do a quick calculation. Based on your current team and how far you have built this business, let's look at what the projections are versus what your team is. And the person did a calculation for over 1 hour, came back to me and said, it's true that based on my current evaluation, based on my current team based on my current sales volume, I am currently on level 3 or level 5. I think it was level 5 that day, based on the Power of 4 table, based on bronze. And I calculated with the person, and I said yes. So it shows you that if your numbers are accurate at this level, if you do what is required for level 12, you will still end up those numbers. Okay, and that's what it is. And in my calculation over time of what I have earned and how I have grown as well, I have seen myself progressively earned in those evaluations based on the Power of 4 table. Now, the reason why there is magic in the numbers, apart from the capacity for us to apply leverage to double the numbers, the real core is that there's something it does to you, ladies and gentlemen, when you play with numbers. I mean, recently I did a calculation across all the businesses I do in the year 2021. And listen to this very carefully. I did a calculation across all the businesses I do, and I decided to calculate turnover, calculate profit, profitability, calculate how much I've made and everything in my businesses. And because I keep records, I realized that I have businesses that have done well. Okay, that in my evaluation of what has been done in the first year of this business, I would say, oh, well, this business has done well. Okay, but it was so exciting to realize that Green Mondays had done better than the best business, and than the ones I said had done well. Okay, Green Mondays has still done better. All right, based on profitability, and my evaluation in Green Mondays is even beyond the numbers when it comes to how much I've made. My evaluation of the business Green Mondays, because the business means more to me than the financial numbers. But even if I evaluate it only based on the financial numbers, I've done more from Green Mondays than any other business. Now, this is quite exciting, okay? And I realized that it is very easy for me to have existed in a plane where I feel, man, these Green Mondays, am I even really making anything? All right, if I don't keep a tab on my numbers. Now, in our back end in Green Mondays, there's a place where it says under rewards, there's rewards, there's you want to check your account statement, and you want to be able to search by date. In that place, you can put January 1 up until these dates and search and check how much you have made. Okay, and your calculation factor in. Understand that that place in your account does not factor in your stockist reward if you're a stockist. It doesn't factor in your trade partner reward if you're a trade partner. It doesn't factor in your retail profit if you've been buying, selling, and making retail profit. It doesn't factor in your rank achievement rewards. And all these rewards alone can be very massive, especially for those of us who have multiple accounts. Are we together? Now, so when I did my calculation across all the accounts that I have, and I realized that, wow, this has been very exciting. And that's the reason why I'm talking about the magic in the numbers. Because if you don't play with the numbers, if you don't pull up the numbers and check what's possible and what is currently even really happening, you are not doing yourself the best with respect to this business. It's very important for you and your team members to regularly ensure that you play with the numbers. Now, I usually tell my team members something. I say, if you build a team in Green Mondays of people, there was a particular team member I was telling recently, I said, how much do you do in Green Mondays averagely in a month as a stockist? The products you buy, products you sell, and your personal activity. And her calculation was about 500,000 naira in personal ability. And let me tell you, 500,000 naira is low. As a stockist, as a trade partner, 500,000 naira is low. But we put that number at 500,000 naira. Okay. There's almost no business in this world that you will do only turnover of 500,000 naira and you'll be very fine and okay, I become wealthy. No. So for any business, even in Green Mondays, you need to be able to scale that. Now, but let's put it at that. So person does 500,000 naira. And I told her, I said, look, if you can teach 100 people what you've done, if you can teach 100 people to do a turnover of 500,000 naira in your team in Green Mondays, your earning potentials will be phenomenal. Now, listen, when I say phenomenal, I am not one of those that will tell you you can earn phenomenal income, mind-blowing income, mind-bending income without having a clearly calculated position of what those incomes are going to be. I have calculated based on being a stockist, not a trade partner now. Based on being a stockist, I know what my income potentials are if I do a turnover of 20 million naira in my team on a monthly basis. Now, with a turnover of 20 million naira in my team on a monthly basis, the income that I will earn every month currently resides in the capacity of dream for many of us, okay? Based on my calculation, there is no reason why, based on what I know in Green Mondays, I should be earning less than 4 million naira if I do a team turnover of 20 million naira. And you know what? My personal spend in that whole equation does not need to be more than 500,000 naira. My personal spend, okay? Now, so it means that if I personally spend 500,000 naira, okay, actually can be 200, okay? If I spend 200,000 naira and I earn 4 million naira, it means that everything I got for 200,000 naira, I can give out, all right? And that's basically what it is, by the way, anyway. But we're talking about the numbers, okay? Now, the magic is in the numbers. It's why you need to familiarize yourself with the numbers and know exactly what you are talking about. Your growth in this business is calibrated also in PV. You need to know what the numbers in PV is. But I always ask people, what happens if you have a team base of 10,000 people? And, you know, we are quite in early days in Green Mondays. Nobody in Green Mondays today can boast of a team size of 10,000, okay? That's to show you that we are very much in early days. The time is coming in Green Mondays when an individual will have a team size of 4 million people, and those days are possible and they're going to happen, okay? If you know they are going to happen for you, say amen. I am saying it's going to happen for me, okay? So I am already claiming it. I know it's going to happen for me. I know it's going to happen for me. It's going to happen for you. You can say amen. Okay, yeah, Dr. Fumi, I can see your amen. Thank you. Yeah, I know a couple of amens will come popping. But let me just shoot because we're out of time. Yeah, amen. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Shegun, oh, amen. Thank you. Now, to speed up this conversation and bring it to a close, we know already that so a time is coming when you will have 4 million team members. But let's bring it down. Let's take it to a time when you have 30,000 team members. Okay, and I know people on my friends list who in this industry in Nigeria and Lagos here have over a million people in their team. So I don't know why it will be difficult for me in Green Mondays. It will not. I will do it. All right. So, but if you have just 30,000 people, and these early days, let's just say a couple of maybe next few months, by next year, you have 30,000 people in your team. And these 30,000 people, using the language of Green Mondays, do their UPV. I mean, just 10,000 out of them, that's about 30%, do their UPV for the month. Okay, and let's say everybody does the barest minimum UPV. Let's say 10 UPV. I don't usually talk about those 1 UPV, 2 UPV, and all those Kwashoko UPV. Don't mind me. I recognize UPV starting from 10 UPV. Okay, and my team members know. All right, if you want to do 1 UPV, I encourage you immediately. You know, just see the calculation. This is the mathematics. It doesn't take so much to do 10 UPV, all right? So encourage yourself to do 10 UPV. So if you do 10 UPV and your team members, everybody in your team, I mean, all the 10,000 people in your team, that's 30%, all right? Do 10 UPV each. Do the maths. In some places, you earn 500. In some places, you earn 100. In some places, you earn, distributed across 12 generations, you earn different capacities. But let's even put it at an average of 100. If you put it at an average of 100 naira, for example, of how much you earn per UPV done in your team in the month. So 100 times 10,000. Yeah, that puts you automatically at a place where you earn 1 million naira without fail. Okay, passive income. That is only from personal bonus. I've not talked about team bonus. I've not talked about matrix possibilities. I've not talked about rank possibilities with PV. I have not talked about the leagues, because if you have 10,000 people in your team, thank you very much, MI. If you have 10,000 people in your team, do the 10 UPV, it means you will get 10 PV for every person. 10 PV times 10,000. Hello. 10 PV times 10,000 put you at 100,000 PV in that month alone, meaning that you have already qualified for your car, you have already qualified for 2 travels automatically, you have already qualified, and the income at that already is phenomenal. Okay, now on personal bonus alone, you have earned a passive possibility of 1 million naira. That's not to talk of all the other possibilities. On the car promo that I've talked about, the league, you've already earned your 3 million naira car or your 6 million naira car. You've already earned your travel trip, all expense paid for both. I mean, and imagine that is happening across your tripartite, your tripod formation. Ladies and gentlemen, the earning potential and the possibilities are mind-blowing. Now, as I begin to wrap up, already on our screens is pulled up the Power of 4, VIP only. Now, this is the one that usually causes trouble when I ask people to read what. So if the Power of 4 says, if all you do is do 4 team members, okay? And today in Green Mondays, it has become extremely easy to do sign-ups. You can just talk to somebody over one product. The person says they're interested, and you sign them up with a sample pack voucher. And within 2 days, you encourage them to do their 20 UPV upgrade. They become half bronze. In another 1 week, you encourage them to do their matrix upgrade. And then less than another 2 weeks, you encourage them to do another 20 UPV. They become bronze, and on their journey to becoming silver. And already you can already calibrate that within 1 month, this person that I've given birth to will become VIP. All right. Now, if everybody becomes VIP, no matter how low they start, even with a sample pack, if they become VIP in 1 year, okay, it means that if you do 4 people like that, okay, so since it costs almost nothing to get into the business, to do 4 people in a month is not so difficult. Now, once they come in, they have a mantra that I'll become VIP in 1 year. All right. Now, I'm just giving an example. Now, if you do your Power of 4, it means that in 12 months, okay, you have your formation set for you to earn this income. And then by the end of this following year, when everybody is VIP, you would have earned the accumulation of all this income. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a total of 94 billion naira, 198 million naira, 544,520. Now, I read it out clearly because the magic is in the numbers. If you tell me, you would have earned 94 billion, I will ask you, please, the 180 or 98 million at the end of it, can you transfer that to me when you get it, the extra? Okay, because even that is enough to bless how many lives now? Okay, now, so it's enough to buy your dream car. All right, now, so even that cannot be ignored, ladies and gentlemen. So the magic is in numbers. Look at what the possibilities are. The first month, your earning was just about 521,000 naira. It looked very small. Your second month, it was just about 495,000 naira. It looks quite small. Your third month, it was just about 1.9 million naira. It begins to look good enough, but yeah, it still looks like, man, when is this business going to deliver the billions that they are talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, all we need to ensure that this is possible are the numbers on 2 fronts. Your numbers with respect to the number of people in your team that you are doing business with. That's how to grow your business. Listen, on every other business I do, okay, for example, I sell phones and laptops and I help people repair. Somebody already told me today, for example, that I'm going to help him fix his laptop tomorrow. The laptop he bought also from me a couple of years back. All right. Now, what does it mean if I want to do more numbers in my business? Yeah, I'm already thinking if I currently serve 30 people who buy laptops and phones, their laptops and their phones from me, and it earns me this amount of income in a year. All right, what do I need to do in the following year to double that income? It's simple. I need to double the number of people that patronize me, buying their phones and their laptop from me. It's simple. The same way your Green Mondays business. If you want to ensure that by next year, you earn double what you earn in Green Monday this year, all you need to do is to double your team by next year, your team growth. It's as simple as that. And listen, that is why these exponential numbers are very possible with Green Mondays, and sometimes they are mind-bending. All we need to do is all we need to have is staying power to stick at it and keep doing it until it manifests. Listen, if I tell you that tomorrow, if I tell my upline, yeah, if I tell Coach B that next year I'm going to double my possibilities with Green Mondays, I mean, if not that he's not a violent person, he will flog me out of that room. As in double does not make any sense. In Green Mondays, our growth should be exponential. The minimum X that next year should be for you is 4X times 4 minimum. Some of us are talking 10X. Some of us are talking 20X. That's how exponentially your team membership should grow, and your income should also grow. Okay, one of the biggest problems we have in our business is that we are too distracted. We are too distracted, and please, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about myself. Okay, so many times I've caught myself telling myself that, man, if I can just focus a little more on this business, I can do this business a little bit more. The income potentials are phenomenal. Everything I'm looking for in Sokoto is actually in the pocket of my Sokoto. All together. And that's the truth. That's the honest truth, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the numbers that are possible with Green Mondays. Listen, I've told us I have a business on which I did a turnover of 10 million naira, and my entire profit was 1 million naira. Okay, total turnover 10 million, total profit 1 million. I've told you today, based on my calculation, if you come to me to learn it and it doesn't happen to you that way, you can come and sue me. If you do a team turnover of 20 million, there is how in Green Mondays you can earn 4 million naira from that in a month. Now, listen, I said team turnover, meaning that you could have done less than 1 million naira of that activity. Are we together? Your own personal activity effort could be less than 1 million naira. And listen to me, what's really the activity and the effort in Green Mondays? We're loving each other. We're having fun. This meeting, for example, this training, we are having fun. I'm seeing Bumia Mojoko. I'm seeing Dr. Fumi Aino. I'm seeing Olubuzola Adesanya. I'm seeing people that are my friends, people that we gist, that we have fun together, people that I can call and tell them, my children I'm coming to your house for the weekend. And I can be rest assured that my children are in safe hands. Those are the kind of relationship we build in this business. And while doing that kind of a business, I am increasing my potential to earn phenomenal income. And I'm telling you that I have another business where I'm not necessarily making friends. I just did a couple of deals, 10 million naira done, profit 1 million naira. I was the one that did the whole 10 million naira by myself. Not that I did team, other people did activity and we did teamwork, team effort. So ladies and gentlemen, what are we talking about? I'm saying that this business, if you keep your attention on the numbers, if you take time out to pay attention on what the numbers are the possibilities are in this business, you will realize, like I said earlier, that what you are looking for in Sokoto is in the pocket of your Sokoto. Okay, so for some of us who understand Yoruba know what I'm saying. If you don't understand Yoruba, please just I create your indulgence. I'm sorry, and you can just get somebody that understands Yoruba to explain to you. Tell the person what is the meaning of what you are looking for in Sokoto is in the pocket of your Sokoto. Okay, don't mind me. But ladies and gentlemen, this in a nutshell is what it's about. Green Mondays is here to stay. Green Mondays is here to bless lives. Our mission is to empower, to connect, to inspire, to connect and empower people to achieve their dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the numbers, you will see that your dreams are going to be achieved. I want to travel all expense paid next year to a couple of countries, 2 countries, by the way, and Green Monday is going to make it happen. I'm already calculating the numbers of what I need to do. One day somebody asked me, he said, Coach A, how can I do 1,000 PV per day? I said, hey, this is the kind of energy I want. This is the kind of energy I want to see. 1,000 PV per day. Madam, it is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what this business is about. The energy possibilities are huge. The earning capacities are amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, This business is your 1 naira in your hand and the machine that will double it every day for the next 30 days. Listen, the beauty of it is that this machine is not going to be collected from you. That machine is there for you. You can just simply put everything you have today, your energy, your money, your efforts, your relationships into this machine called Green Mondays, and it will double every day. And the next 5 years, I'm Dr. Fumi, I'm going to take you up on this. Remember, in the next 5 years, next 10 years, we're going to remind ourselves, maybe somewhere on the Eiffel Tower in France, maybe somewhere in Burj Al Arab in Dubai, maybe somewhere in Singapore, maybe somewhere in MGM Grand in the US, reminding ourselves of when we started Green Mondays and people were earning income of 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, and we stood with it. We kept the faith to the times when we're talking about the magic in the numbers, when our income was not more than 300,000 naira, 200,000 naira, 500,000 naira, to the times when our income will be an average of 30 million naira per month, and we'll be saying, I told you what's going to happen. Now it is happening, and we are living the life. Ladies and gentlemen, I remember my humble self, Adekunle Alashi, aka Coach A in Green Mondays, Dr. Diron, Niran Bamishaye, Dr. Rita Nubia, Bumi Omojokun, everyone that has been a part of this meeting. I appreciate you all. And, like I always say, we'll see you at the top. We are going to enjoy this massive, amazing opportunity together. Next year, I've made up my mind. I'm not going to buy a car with my own money. Green Monday is going to buy a car for me. I'm going to travel expense paid. I already told my wife that we're traveling all expense paid together next year. So my goal is now to make it happen. All right. And I made the commitment already. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've sat down with my account. I've calculated. I've checked the numbers. I've seen what I've earned. And I'm asking myself, what do I need to do to earn what I want to earn by next year? What I want to earn in 2 years? What I want to earn in 5 years' time? And ladies and gentlemen, as I calculate all of these, I see the calibration and I see the possibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the magic is in the numbers. With Green Mondays, always ensure that you understand the numbers, you calculate the numbers, and you romance the numbers enough for them to be your reality. Thank you very much. 94 billion, 198 million, and all the rest, I can dash all the rest, okay, is a possibility if only you believe that it is possible. Thank you very much once again. MI, thank you for the privilege and opportunity. Everybody, thank you for coming. I sign out right now, and I say thank you for having me this evening. Bye-bye.